I am Mark Curtis, CEO of Flirtomatic, and you are watching Mobile Industry Review.
This is the Mobile Industry Review.
We're here with winners of prestigious Mobile Industry Review Award, Flirtomatic, and Mark Curtis is with us. Hello, Mark.
Hello, hi there.
And Mark, you got some news that you wanted to tell us about Flirtomatic?
Yeah, one of the things that's happened in the last 3 or 4 weeks, which we found really interesting, is that we ran a survey with our users on mobile only, so not web users, just mobile users. And in fact, to be brutally honest with you, I was not really that keen on running the survey. I didn't think our customers would like it. I didn't think they'd fill it in. I didn't think people were going to, get out their mobile phone and fill in a survey on a mobile phone when they've got flirting to do and other things which are more interesting. And we put it up as a simple link on the site. It was, I think, 5th, 6th down on the main menu, so it was there, but it wasn't exactly thrust in the user's face. And we also, big up to a company called Mobiode. We used Mobiode for this. It cost us £250 to set this survey up. It was very, very easy, and they do all the analysis for you. And I think we thought we were going to run it for about a week to try and get some, maybe 500 entries. And in 24 hours, we had just under 6,000 questionnaires, of which 87% were completed. So that's a lot of data.
And that's incredible, Mark. What were you surveying from your users?
Well, we're doing a redesign. So we wanted to know, in the first step of that, we wanted to know more about what they liked and didn't like about the site. And they told us big time. And we asked them a lot of stuff which I probably don't want to share that much, because it's kind of quite competitive in its nature, or at least I wouldn't want my competitors to know everything we were told about what the users want and what they don't want. We heard good stuff and we heard bad stuff. We heard some generally interesting things, like we asked as the last question, what kind of internet access do you usually use at home in fact, it was what's your usual way of accessing the internet from home? And over 80% of the customers said the mobile. And we offered them broadband, we offered them dial-up, but mobile was the one that won out. So it looks like we're working with a target market here who are, by preference, at home using their mobile phone to access the internet, but in a much bigger volume than one could have thought. You might have said that would be 40–50%, but this is way over 80%.
And that challenges a few preconceptions maybe about switching over to laptops and computers at the home and only using mobile when you're away from the home. Yeah,
I mean, we knew a lot of users were using the service at home, because we wouldn't be getting such high figures in the mid to late evening if they weren't. I don't believe people are sitting in the pub using Flirtomatic voraciously all the time. Certainly not the volume that we've got. But what it shows is that people are actually doing what we thought or hoped they were doing, which is maybe sitting in front of the television fiddling with their mobile, or using it whenever they've got downtime. And I think that's what's happening, and I think it's really exciting for the mobile data industry that we're seeing those kinds of numbers. And we saw other stuff. We've always worked off an assumption that maybe Flirtomatic and mobile weren't as viral as we thought we would have liked them to be when we were planning the business 3 years ago. But actually what our users are saying to us was, yeah, we really want to share this with each other, and we already either have or we intend to share Flirtomatic with our friends, again in much bigger numbers than I thought we would see. So there was a lot of good stuff that came out of it. Last but not least, we put in 2 free text questions asking them what they like and didn't like about Flirtomatic. And the amount of feedback we got covers 170 pages of A4. And the problem it gave us was we didn't actually know how we were going to analyse this when we got it, and it took our data guy about a day to figure out a quick and easy method of going through all that data, because once you start reading it, you can't put it down, but you don't actually get a whole view at the end. But we've figured that out.
So let's just recap. 6,000 respondents to your survey, just under 6,000. 87% completed successfully surveys, and I assume a good proportion of those doing free text entry as well. So,
yep. And that was in 24 hours. It was 17% of our customers that day. So is mobile a response medium? Yes. Do customers care? Yes. Will they tell you what you think? Yeah, big time. I mean, much more than we could have thought. And of course, it's been, absolutely invaluable to us.
And all for a spend for £250.
That's the bit I love. What's their website? It's called Mobiode, Mobiode, and the other thing about it is you look at it and you think, hang on a moment, there's revenue opportunities here with advertisers. Gotta be. So we do good stuff with Strongbow, and thank you for the award, but what can we do with other advertisers who want to know a lot more from their users? If users are going to be that responsive on the mobile, it really opens up a lot of opportunities.
And it certainly says something interesting about Flirtomatic's user base as well, that they're so engaged that they choose to participate on that.
Yeah, they're mass market, and one of the things that I love about what we've done so far, and we've got a lot more to do, is mobile internet is still comparatively a very new medium, and normally you would associate new digital media with the usual types who adopted Flickr before their friends did, with the types who went out and got an iPhone before their friends did, with the people who are experimenting already with the G phone, etc., etc.
That's me and Dan, basically, yeah?
Yeah, but it's not. It's mass market. It's not the digitalati. It's not the people who, spend a lot of time twittering about new cool things to do. These are what you call normobs, and then some. It's exciting.
And so, very quickly, tell us, is there anything exciting coming up for Flirtomatic? Any news you can share with us?
It's not. We're redesigning. The basic WAP design is almost 3 years old now. It's not good enough anymore. We all wanted to change desperately, so we're changing it. Doing the iPhone design showed us a lot about the inadequacies of what we have, and so we're going to make a lot of changes over the next 3 to 4 months, and the trick is not to destroy the good thing that we have.
Full client or mobile web?
Mobile web. I was talking to somebody the other day, and he said that must be one of the best decisions you ever took, to abandon the full client 3 years ago. There are times, we'll never say never, you've got to still look at it. The success of the App Store on Apple is something we've got to take a lot of notice of and think about what that means and how people are using. So I don't think we can just say, fine, we made that decision 3 years ago, it was right, it's going to be right forever. So I don't think that's necessarily the case. Right now, browser is still the way to go for us, as most of our effort is focused there.
Well, Mark, congratulations on your awards, congratulations on your survey results, sounds like a success, look forward to the future.
Thanks very much, cheers.
Mobile Industry Review, the only source that counts.